Okay, let's come to sitting. We're going to sit in a cross-leg position. Take a nice deep breath in, and then we'll just exhale and let the exhale really extend, long, slow exhalation. And at the completion of that exhalation, just sit. Now we're just tuning into the breath and let the breath draw you into that inner space so that you can really listen for a moment. Listen to where you're at, noticing anything that draws your attention. Notice for a moment just what's here right now for you, for the space, the overall energetic aspect of this moment. Stop and sense this moment. Begin to deepen your breath a little bit. As we start the practice, let's take a nice deep breath in. And then just exhale in a relaxed way. Take another deep breath in. Exhale in a relaxed way. And one more. Exhale. Now pause again and just notice how those 3 breaths can already change your state. On your next exhale, just tip your chin towards your chest. Feel that pull in the back of the neck. And then start to bring your chin towards the right shoulder. Stay there for a moment. So with your chin tucked and towards the right. And then lift your chin up towards the ceiling. Take it across towards the left. And take it down towards your left shoulder and stay there for a moment. And then come across the chest towards the right. Up. Across the top towards the left. And then bring it back down and across. And we'll just continue with this for a moment. When you next tip your chin to the left, pause there and reverse. So go up from the left towards the right and then down from the right to the left. Keeping the jaw closed. As you next come back through that center, lifting and stay there for a second with the eyes closed. We're going to bring the fingertips to the shoulders here. Sitting nice and tall, you can open your eyes and bring the elbows to touch in front. And then tuck your chin and just push your elbows forward a little. Then lift your elbows to the ceiling. Keep the elbows nice and wide. Squeeze back and stay here for a moment. So your elbows are wide. Stay there. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And then as you exhale, come back down. And bring the chin in. As you inhale, lift up. And hit that mark again when you open up. And then exhale through to the front. Just continue like this for a moment. So be really deliberate, really expanding, opening up the back as you bring your elbows forward, opening up the chest. Bring your elbows back. One more here. And then as your elbows touch in front, go the other way. Go back. Again, nice big movements. Be really deliberate. We'll do one more big circle here. And then we're going to take a big inhale, raising both arms and stretching nice and tall. Take the right hand to the floor, fingertips only, and just slide the fingertips out. Push a little bit into the floor, reach with the arm. Draw that left hip down, and then we'll just stay for a few breaths. Now, as you do this, feel free to move a little bit. So you could slightly turn towards the floor, and you could slightly open towards the ceiling. Just kind of feel into any stickiness. And we really want to feel into what we call the lines of pull. So where does that pulling sensation go if you follow the line? And then we come back up, take it over to the other side. Fingertips walk out a little bit, push into the floor. And then as you reach, draw your right hip down, stretch out through the fingers. Roll the top shoulder a little bit. Roll it down a little bit so you can move a little bit. And what you're feeling is your shoulders or your tissue just sliding around over top of each other. We've got all these layers of tissue. And we've got the connective tissue, the fascia, that is really the part that we're feeling when we get all this stickiness and this tightness. You're going to want to feel into that. It feels, it's the rubbery part of our body. Come back up, take a nice deep breath in. We're going to turn towards the right into a twist. One hand to the knee, one hand behind. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. Taking a big breath in as we come back to face the front, and then we breathe out the other way. Again, tune into the body as we do these different movements. Notice where you're feeling it, what you're feeling. Notice right from left. Take another nice inhale, stretching tall. And then we'll release the arms down. If we're sitting on a cushion or a bolster or anything, we'll hop off. We'll just sit normally, cross-legged, hands onto the knees. And we're going to lean out over the legs. And then lean over towards the right. Stay there for a sec. Hold on to the knees and lean back and tuck your chin in. And lean over towards the left. And lean forward. Start to lean to the right. Start to lean back, tuck your chin in, lean to the left. Start to smooth that out, circling around. Inhale and exhale. Now the next time when you come forward, stay there for a moment. We'll go the other way. We're going to go to the left. Lean back a little, keep your hands to your knees, tuck your chin and go over towards the right. Nice, smooth, and maybe close your eyes and again, feel into it. When you lean to the right, where do you feel it? In your back, in your neck, in your side, hips. And when you lean to the left, where do you feel it? Same places, something different. And then we come to that center position and tuck the chin and roll out of that position. We'll move to a diamond shape. So remember, diamond shape is not butterfly, slightly forward. And we'll hold on to the knees here. So as you hold the knees, tilt the pelvis, so you sit right up onto your sit bones and lift your chest, teeth together, open your chest. Now keep holding the knees. Exhale, start rolling back and you're hanging back. Tuck your chin, look to your navel, open up through the back of the body. And then as you inhale, pull on the knees, lifting up. Now as you exhale, fold forward and forearms go in front of the shins. Inhale again as you hold onto the knees, looking up, open the chest. Exhale, round your spine out, tuck the tummy in, tuck the chin, open up the back. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, rolling back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming up. One more time. Exhale back. And now when you come back, stay there. Just hang out here. And lean a little to the right and lean a little to the left. And come back up, breathing in. Exhale, fold forward, forearms in front of the shins and hanging out here. Let your head hang. Come back to sitting. Stretch your legs out to the front. Take a nice deep breath in. Tall, raise your arms. Now just do a little hinge here at the hips. Till you feel like your hamstrings or your back are limiting you going any further. So you kind of feel that end range. Then you bring your hands down, your palms are turned up. And now just let everything relax like a floppy rag doll, like you've fallen asleep here. Just go floppy, floppy, floppy. And then just hang out there. So you're just hanging in the tissue. Now hang a little to the right with your upper body. Hang a little to the left. And again, we're hanging to the right. Back to the left. Come back to the center and hold it there. And then roll back to sitting. Take the arms overhead again, breathing in. You're going to hinge at the hips again. Feel that end range. And this time, just reach out in front. Stay there. So you're feeling like there's a little bit of tension. Now, at that tension point, do little rubbery bounces. And do a little rubbery bounce to the right. And a little rubbery bounce to the left. So you're not like using your muscles very much. You're actually just bouncing on that rubbery tissue. And we'll do one more inhale. And then fold forward as we exhale. Take one more big breath out. And then release nice and slowly. Come back to sitting. Bring your hands behind, take your feet about as wide as your shoulders. So it's a little wider than hip width. Point the toes away. Point them towards each other, draw them back and start to circle them around. As you do that, try and keep the knees nice and still so you really circle your ankles. And you can coordinate the breath and the movement together. So inhale, Circle around as you exhale. Go the other way. Was it you? Okay, one more round. Release. Now close your eyes for a moment. And just do a bit of a scan of the body again and notice those areas we've been working. Specifically like ankles, hamstrings, back, shoulders, neck. Maybe you notice there's a little bit of tingling or just an awareness in those areas. And then as we inhale, we're going to sit up tall. And exhale, fold forward a little more dynamically. And you might even want to come forward on your mat a little bit so you've got some room behind you. Make sure there's nothing behind you. So if there's cushions, we might just move them. And then we inhale, raise the arms. Now as you exhale, roll down. So you're just lying on your back with your hands on the floor and your head is on the floor. And then just lift your legs to the ceiling, and you can lift them one at a time. So lift one leg and lift the other leg up. Keeping your lower back imprinted into the ground. Try using your hands to push yourself up so your bottom's going to come off the floor, your legs are going to go over your head into plow pose. Slowly lower yourself back down so your bottom's on the ground and your legs are up in the air. Now keep your hands supporting you. Slowly lower your legs to the ground. You can do one leg at a time. Then we're going to inhale and come to sitting and raise the arms to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, fold forward again. This is called Dhruta Halasana, or the dynamic plow. Taking the arms back to the ceiling. We're just going to lie down. Hands are on the floor. Stay there. We're going to lift the legs either both at the same time or one leg at a time. Just make sure your back stays down on the floor. And then we'll take the legs up and over into plow. Lowering down slowly so your bottom to the floor, legs to the ceiling. And then lower the legs down so you're lying flat on the ground. As you inhale, come to sitting and raise your arms. And then as you exhale, fold forward. We'll do one more like this. So we inhale, lying down as we exhale. Stay here. Inhale, raise your legs up. Exhale, go up and over. Inhale, bottom down, legs up. Exhale, lower the legs, lying flat. Inhale, come to sitting, raise your arms. And exhale, fold forward. Okay, we're going to get a little more dynamic. Try to still keep that control. So we go inhale, and in one movement, exhale over. And in one movement, inhale to sitting, let your legs land lightly, and then exhale, fold. So inhale, we go up, exhale, up and over. Inhale to sitting, raise your arms, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale up, exhale, up and over. Inhale to sitting, exhale, fold forward. One more time. Inhale up, exhale, up and over, and then we'll hold for a couple of breaths in plow pose. You can bring your hands to the back of your body if you want. Stay there, take a few breaths. Let's come to sitting. Inhale, raise your arms, exhale, fold forward, and stay there for a few breaths. Inhale, raising your arms up and release. All right, that warms us up a bit. Let's come to child's pose. Toes together, knees apart, sit back and reach down the mat, forearms to the floor, forehead to the ground, and then just kind of melting into the floor here. Now we're going to work from child's pose. We're going to step in one movement, stepping forward, taking the right leg to the outside of the right hand, the little finger side. Drop into the hips, look forward. Then we step back to child's pose. Exhale. And stay in child's pose for a moment. Just notice how the whole back of the body opens up. Your shoulder blades are nice and broad. Your lats are stretching. Your lower back stretching. And then step the left leg to the outside. Stay there for a moment and notice the front of the body, the hip flexor opening. You're rolling back with your shoulders, opening your chest. Hold it here. And then we go back, exhale. So back of the body, opening up here. And then step forward, right leg, front of the body, opening up here. Step back, exhale, back of the body. Coming forward, front of the body opening. Now let's stay here, tuck your back toe, lift the knee, step to the mountain. Stay for a few breaths in the mountain, march your feet, spread your toes, stretch into your calves. And we're going to step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. And this time, if you like, the back knee can be off the ground. And again, we're opening that front of the body. So focus on extending long at the front. Step back to the mountain. Feel the hamstrings stretching. Lift your sit bones. Step the left leg forward and open the front of the body. Hips, chest. And back, exhale. Good. Let's do one more each side. Right leg forward, inhale. Step back, exhale. Good. Left leg forward, inhale. And step back, exhale. Now we hold the mountain. Stay here. Think about those 4 points. Both hands, both feet pressing. And then the sit bones lifting. So as you push the ground away and lift into your hips, keep your pelvic floor lightly engaged. So watch it you don't collapse through your ribs. Watch it you don't collapse too much through your lower back. Take another breath. Come down to the knees. Now keep your hands slightly forward, knees slightly back. We're going to come forward into a half plank position. And then from here, we're sagging the hips through. So we're actually in a saggy plank. And hold. Sagging through. Hold it here. Now, tuck your chin in. Push the ground away. Suck your tummy in. Begin to pull back and go to child's pose. So you're kind of curling backwards. Now keep your arms reaching, keep your chin tucked, tuck your tailbone, and come up to hands and knees so you've got a round spine. Keep looking to your knees. Start to travel forward with your hips. And then slowly uncurl. If we go the other way, we're going to tuck the chin, scoop the belly and push the ground away, suck the tummy in, and slowly go back to child's pose. So we do it again. It's like a wave. So we've got a round spine coming up. Keep the chin tucked till your hips come forward, and then you sort of uncurl. Now we're going to tuck the toes. Tuck your chin. Scoop your belly in. Lift your knees. Crunch your abs. And slowly come back to mountain. So we're going to do that same wave. If you can, you're going to keep your knees off the ground. Otherwise, that option with the knees stays there. So you come up onto the toes. You're going to shift forward with your weight. You're looking back towards your toes. You shift your weight forward. Slowly, your hips sag through. And you slowly uncurl. And then when we reverse, we tuck the chin. We push away. We suck the tummy and we crunch the abs. And you bring that wave back again. One more. Up onto the toes. Keep looking to your toes the whole way. Your hips travel forward. Your hips come down. Then you uncurl breathe in. And then we go back, tuck the chin, scoop the belly, push the ground away. Now raise your right leg high. And then step forward and bring that leg through between the hands, bringing the back knee down. Okay, I'm going to sweep through with the hands. Bend into the knee, lift into the chest. Open up through the hands, and then open your palms to the ceiling. Slightly bend your elbows, draw your shoulder blades together. And then open up, teeth together, jaw closed. Breathe into your chest. Hands come down, you slowly let your head come back. Tuck your toes, sit back to the mountain. Exhale. Lift your left leg high. Come forward slowly. Step that foot through between the hands, back knee down. Sweep through. Open up. Bend. Palms are turned up, even slightly turned back. Slight bend at the elbow. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Keep the teeth and the jaw upwards. Open up through the front body. Breathe into your chest. Hands come down. And then step back to the mountain. Exhale. Come up onto the toes. Keep looking to the toes. Come forward. Round spine. Scoop your belly in. Roll through. Lift the head. Tuck your chin. Scoop your belly. Push back again. Come down to the knees. Sit back to child's pose. Keep your arms extended. Take a few breaths. With your arms extended to the front, try walking both arms towards the right side of the mat. Take your left hand on top of the right. Lean into your left shoulder a little for a few breaths. Over to the other side. Now take your hands over to the right again with your left hand on top, sort of intertwining your fingers. Keep your hands where they are, keep your bottom where it is, but now slide your ribs around. So you kind of drop your left shoulder down, then you drop your right shoulder down. Imagine you're trying to slide your rib cage underneath the tissue like you're wearing a skin suit, and you're trying to loosen that skin suit away from the ribs. Slide it around a little. We'll walk it over to the other side, placing the hand on top, and again slide it around a little bit. We'll come back to the center and come back up, hands and knees, tuck your toes, push up to the mountain. Raise your right leg high, breathing in. Step it through between the hands, breathing out, back down. Sweep through with your hands. And then open up and hold it here. And then bring your hands behind, intertwine the fingers. Roll back through your shoulders first. The elbows are bent, your shoulders pull back, and then we extend the arms. You can have your index fingers pointing away. Bend quite deeply. Lift and extend back. From here, slowly raise your arms, extend your head slowly. So really be cautious when you bring the neck back like that, especially when we come back upright. Bring your hands down, step back to the mountain, exhale. Left leg lift, inhale, and step it through between the hands, back knee down. Sweep through, bend, open, and back. Now again, we've got the elbows a little bit bent initially, so we've got some room for the shoulders. We draw the shoulders back and then we extend the arm. Go up. Bend into that front knee. Raise your arms first and then your head will just slowly straighten out. Hands for the floor, we're going to step to the front of the mat. Now step forward, stay here, unlock your knees quite a lot. Grab hold of your elbows, hinge at the hips, so fold forward from the hips and then let yourself hang, let your arms hang, let your head hang. Feel that little bit of space between the vertebrae. Just dangle out here for a bit. Really go the elbows, sit into the heels a little, tuck your tailbone, push through the feet, come up nice and slowly. Always that's part of yoga is the adjustment of the clothes on the way up. Raise your arms, push through the feet, reaching up. Extend back a little and then hands to prayer. We're going to close the eyes just for a moment. Just feel the adjustment as we change position from that mat position to an upright position. Unlock the knees. Tune in to that position of the body where the shoulders are, hips, crown of the head up. Easy breath. See if you can get a bit of softness in the face. Maybe even a sense of that internal smile, even if it's not an external one. I'm going to take a deep breath in, reaching the arms up, push out of the body and send the hips forward a little bit. And then exhale, fold forward. Hold it here, stepping your right leg back to my left. Let's see. Turn that foot side on. Okay, from here, place your hand onto your left shin and then raise your right arm up. Hold it here. Now straighten that left leg as much as you can. Keep extending upwards. Now reach with the top arm like somebody's grabbing it. And as you extend the top arm more, create more space in your chest. And then roll back a little, like that top arm starts to fall back. So your chest is opening to the ceiling more and more. Keep a little micro bend in the elbow. So don't lock the elbow out too much. So you got more room to move in your shoulder. Take that arm over your ear. And now from here, turn towards the ground. So you're looking to the ground and reaching forward with your arm. Hold it here. Take this arm down towards the ground. Now think of your arm like a clock hand. Bring that arm behind. As the arm goes to the ceiling, open your chest back to the same way you were before. Take the arm over your ear. Turn your arm toward your body towards the ground, and then your arm goes around like a clock hand down. As it reaches to the ceiling, you open your chest. Take it over. Exhale as you circle your whole torso around towards the ground. Inhale as you open it. Last one. Exhale. Now this time, bring your hands on either side of your left foot and fold forward as much as you can. Now lift your head, swivel your back foot, look forward into a lunge position as you bend the knee. And then step forward, hanging over the legs. Bend your knees quite a lot, tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, roll out of it by pushing through your feet as you roll up. Extend your arms, stretch back a little, and hands come to prayer. We close the eyes. Take a moment. Breathe in, reaching up, stretch your body back, hips forward. Exhale as you fold down. I'm going to step the left leg back, take it on an angle. Place your hand on your right shin, and then raise your arm up and turn side on. So raising your left arm up and stay there, and then try and straighten that leg out. and stay there for a moment. Now keep feeling again, like the arms being pulled up, but not necessarily by stretching the arm more by opening through the chest and shoulders. So your arm's pulling away from your shoulder. Stay here and take that arm over your ear and hold. And then turn your torso to the ground, hold it here. So then like a clock arm, your hand goes down and then open up. Now your ear, so your head actually stays over your right foot the whole time. Bring that arm down and around. So your torso turns and your arm rotates, but your head actually is above the same position the whole time. And we inhale and it goes around and we rotate. Exhale, around and we open up. Inhale, and take it over. Do one more. As it goes around, we're going to take one hand either side. Hold it here. Bend the front knee, inhale. And step to the front. As you exhale, fold. Now from here, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, roll up, push through your feet, reach up, stretch your front body. Take a breath in and we're going to sweep down. Inhale up and sweep down. Inhale up, sweep down. One more, inhale up, sweep down. Inhale up and stay here. Bring your arms down and hold. Take your feet a little bit wider. Soften your knees. Start to turn your hips. See how your spine turns. Forget about your arms. They're just like pieces of string. They're just hanging there. So as we rotate the spine more and more, we get a bit dynamic with the spine. The arms will just flop into the body. Actually, somewhere I've got one of those little Tibetan drums, and it's a good way to demonstrate. With a Tibetan drum, you just turn the stick and the little toggles at the end swing around here. So that's what we are. So rotate the little stick in the middle, and then the arms are like the toggles, and they just whack around into the body. So get more dynamics from your center. You should feel really stable in your center. Bend a bit through your knees and rotate through your center, and your arms just swing around. Keep turning. Nice and dynamic, couple more. Now start to slow it down, but don't stop it. Just start to slow it down. Start to slow it down. Keep letting it slow down just a little bit. This is kind of coming to a natural stop. And then as you stop, close your eyes and just notice how there's actually something still moving. There's still that rotation going, even though we've stopped physically. Now keeping the feet a little bit wide, raise your arms again. This time when we breathe out, I'll just show you once. When we come through, we're going to bring the arms through. We're not going to swing the arms. We're actually going to move the torso because we want that movement at the diaphragm. It looks like this. And then we breathe in. Okay, so we breathe out through the mouth. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, one more, exhale. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower the arms, pause, stand, feel. Notice all those ways that we can shift our state, raise our vitality. We're going to bring the feet hip width apart, standing at the front of the mat, hands into a prayer position. We're going to take a big breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Now take your hands to the floor. Shift your weight a little bit into your hands as if you're trying to do a handstand. Take your weight into your hands and jump your feet to the back of the mat into a plank. Good. Nice and strong. Strong core. Bend your elbows to coming forward and down, and then inhale to cobra. And then exhale, waiting for you to warm up. And then exhale to the mountain. Now we stay in the mountain. Push strongly through your arms. So feel that stretch into your calves and into your Achilles. And then we're going to do these little, tiny little rubbery bounces. So it's quite quick, like you're bouncing a ball. So it's like bounce, 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 bounce. And you're bouncing on the rubber. So it's not slow and controlled. You're literally bouncing on the rubber, keeping the muscles out of it. Okay, now from here, come high up onto your toes. Have a look to your hands. Bend your knees a little bit and push back like a sprinter, like you're in the sprinters, whatever it's called. Post? No, not a post. What's it called? Stand, is it? Okay, now hold it here, dock. And then from here, so you push back, push, 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 and then we jump forward. So you create a bit of a recoil. From here, bend your knees, inhale, push to standing. And then exhale, hands to prayer. Good. Okay, let's do that again. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, hands come to the floor. Shift your weight into your hands. And then with the weight in your hands, it means your feet are going to be light as you land back into your plank. Jump back. Good. From here, shift your weight down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to the mountain. We're going to hold. Do your little heel bounces, rubbery bounces. And then up onto the toes. Bend your knees quite a lot. Push back, look forward into your recoil. Push, 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 and jump. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to prayer, eyes are closed. Notice that heart rate elevating, body temperature, vitality boosting. We're doing one more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Hands into that handstand position. Shift your weight to your hands, jump back. Shift your body weight down and up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, mountain. Hold it here. So those little heel bounces, it's almost like activating that rubbery tissue, sort of building that little bit of recoil. So we get bouncier and bouncier. And then we come up onto the toes, bend your knees, push back, 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 jump. Inhale, up. And exhale. And hold. Good. We get lighter and lighter. All right. Take one more breath here. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. This time we step the right leg back again. And we're going to take that back foot on an angle, come up to a warrior stance, plant the back foot, reach. Get a little lower. Hold it here, drop the shoulders, take a nice deep breath in. As you inhale, straighten the front leg. And then as you exhale, you're going to bend the front leg and just reach. So you're just making a straight line. I'm going to bend the front, straighten the front leg, inhale, reach up, keep your arms reaching. Bend the front leg, exhale, reach. You just got an angle through the body. One more. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Now swivel the back foot. If you can, shift your weight. Come all the way up. Hold. Take the back foot down. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Hands to the floor. Swivel the back foot, step to the front, fold, and then inhale all the way up. Take an exhale. One more, reaching up, folding forward, left leg back, back foot on an angle, driving up to warrior and hold. Nice and strong, shoulders down. So you want to always find a balance between effort and ease. So there's ease in the shoulders, there's ease between the right and left foot, there's ease in the body. Even though there is effort here, it's not all effort. It's ease as well. Straighten that front leg, reach up, exhale as you bend, extend. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now swivel the foot, shift your weights. Back foot down, inhale. Exhale, the front of the mat. Hold it here. You can grab your ankles, you can tuck your fingers in under your toes. You may even be able to get your whole hand underneath each foot so your fingers are up by your wrists. You can get your hands underneath and just hang out here. You can do whatever you like. You can grab your toes, you can grab your ankles, or place your hands underneath. You sit back into the heels a little bit. Take the hands out, soften the knees, roll up this time, pushing through. Raise the arms, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, hands to prayer, close your eyes, take a moment, recenter. Almost feel like on your next exhale as if there's a softening across your forehead, your neck and shoulders, chest, abdomen, down your legs to your feet. Then have a lie down onto your back. Lie with your palms turned up for a few moments. Turn your palms down towards the ground, bend your knees and place your feet on the ground, bringing them close to your bottom. Keep the back of the neck long, tuck your chin, tilt the pelvis, come up into a bridge, so lift your hips nice and high. From here, bring your hands together, intertwine the fingers, rock onto your shoulder blades. So you bring the arms back and rock your arms underneath, and then lift your hips nice and high. Stay here in that bridge pose or Khandurasana just for a few more breaths here. Focus the breath at the throat. We take one more big lift your hips nice and high, and then come down. So we've got another option. Come down and then hug the knees into the chest for a moment. Now that is option one. So if you want, you just go back to that position. Otherwise, we're going to go into the shoulder stand. The shoulder stand, the easiest way is to go from plow pose, bring your hands like we just had them, and then bring your hands to the back of the ribs and lift your legs as high as you can. Try to make a nice straight line to the ceiling. So if you're going to go with that option, take your hand to the floor, take your legs up, and bring your legs up and over to the plow. Once you're in the plow, get your arms like what we just did. So walk the shoulder blades together. Then you bring your hands to the back of the body, squeeze your glutes, and start to extend towards the ceiling as much as you can. Now you want to be quite active. You're squeezing your bottom, squeezing your legs together, and as if you're trying to reach to the ceiling. And as you keep reaching, close your eyes. Now keep the focus at the throat. If you'd rather not do this pose, go back to the previous one. Keep focusing at the throat. Take your legs over your head if you're in the bridge, shoulder stand. Hold it here. Hands come to the floor, and then you can support your body as you slowly bring your bottom down, bring the legs down, and just lie in Shavasana for a moment or two. Now take your arms out to the sides. Take your bottom a little bit towards the right, so your bottom a little to the right, and then bring your right knee up, place your hand onto your knee, and then take your leg across your body. So you end up rolling onto your left hip. Your left hand is holding the knee, your right arm is still on the ground. And then just close your eyes, or you can turn your head to the right. So you're doing a full twist. And then close your eyes and let yourself melt into this pose. We come back into the center slowly. Just take that right leg to the ceiling for a moment. Point the toes towards your head. Just feel that hamstring stretch. And then bring the leg down. Now shuffle. You might want to bend your knees, shuffle your bottom a little to the middle, and then over towards the left. Then straighten out your right leg. Bring your left leg up and over, and you're rolling over onto your right hip. You can turn your head again. Close your eyes. Ease it back to center slowly. Extend the left leg up and hold. And then take the leg down to the ground. Straighten yourself back into the middle of the mat. Butterfly your legs. Wrap your arms around the top of the head. Close your eyes. Soften your bottom. Soften your lower back. Soften the groin. Breathe slowly in and out through the nose. Feel the belly rise and fall. And then from there, slide the legs back down the mat. Take a big stretch, reach your arms behind. And then take your arms down alongside the body. Turn the palms up. Might want the chakra on if you like. Now with your eyes closed, back to the breath. It's running. Big drops now. I'm just pouring water on your bucket of. It's not so subtle anymore. All right, so with the eyes closed, let's take a few breaths. Now, take your focus to your body and very consciously bring awareness to each body part, starting with your feet, moving that awareness to the ankles, moving the awareness to the calves and shins, moving that awareness to the thighs, the hips, abdomen and lower back. Move the awareness to the chest and shoulders, down the arms to the hands. Feel the neck, head, forehead, eyes, nose, mouth. The whole body, from the head down to the feet, from the feet to the head, the whole body. And on your next exhale, relax your whole body and take your focus to a point of awareness, a single point of awareness deep inside the body. From that single point of awareness, feel as though you're breathing in and expanding your awareness outwards to fill the whole body. And as you exhale, withdraw your awareness back to that single point. And as you inhale from that single point, expand your awareness into the body. And as you exhale, return to that single point. Continue this for a moment. And as you inhale and expand your awareness, let your awareness permeate beyond the physical body. It's expanding outwards, beyond the body, and exhale, returning to that single point of awareness. As you inhale, expand even more. So feel as though your awareness expands into this whole room. And as you exhale, return to that single point of awareness. And inhale, expand even beyond this room. Just expand out to however far your awareness takes you. And then return to that single point of awareness. As you return to that single point of awareness, remain there with your focus. And from that single point of awareness deep within the body, tune in once again to where you are. Listen in to your state of being. Listen to this moment. And as we have chosen to go and to have remained in the present moment, drop some of the patterns of thinking. Maybe we drop some ruminating, some projecting, and we just experience now, ease that there is in this moment. So as we prepare to move back into our day, just be aware that we have a choice what we choose to pick up, what thought patterns, where we want our set point to be, what we want to put our energy into and increase. We want to cultivate those feelings of joy and ease and excitement and gratitude. Or do we choose the opposite? So for the next few moments, just conjuring up the frequency, the energy, the focus on what you want to bring into the day today. And when you're ready, bring in a little bit of movement of fingers and toes. As you take another deep breath in, reach your arms overhead, stretching back, extending the arms, and coming to a sitting position.